What's up and welcome back to Cleats to Whistle podcast. I am Brad Valdez.
I'm Dakota Aldridge.
Listen, the chopper's here.
Yes, I'm back.
Let's go. Hey, we're actually having a snap challenge too. And listen, we have a solo guy here today, and this is it. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Jackson Brasel. I'm class of 2027, long snapper, and also I played a little bit of linebacker.
Let's go. Hey, 4.5 star, Dakota.
Yeah, and I was a no-star when I was in high school, so I don't know what I got myself into, but oh well, always got to challenge yourself.
Hey,
live a challenge.
Yeah, live and learn. Let's go. Hey, very exciting. If you haven't watched it, go watch the KCD episodes we just had yesterday. Go watch that. But after this episode, we are actually going to have the snap challenge. Hashtag chopper snap challenge.
It isn't even competing. It's gonna be over.
Oh, we're calling a slaughter already.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh, bloodbath already. Let's go.
All right.
Okay, listen. We have Jackson here. And you know what? We ask you like non-serious questions and just for your community and our community get to know who you are on a personal level. But you know what? We always got to show gratitude to those people that support us at home. So go ahead and give them a shout out.
Definitely my parents. They support me a lot. They take me to all the camps, travel. Coach Roberts, for sure, for giving me the opportunity since I was a freshman to play out there on varsity.
Hey, always got to thank those that give you the chance. I don't know if you ever heard the story about how I started. Mine was simply, it's photo day. Dakota, take a picture. We'll teach you how to do it later. All you need is the chance and the opportunity and people like you to say that
look where it got you. So.
Exactly. I'm here now.
Yeah, you're on the podcast. Let's go. Listen. Jackson is a 4.5 star long snapper, and he's got some offers and everything like that too. But going to camps, you know what I mean? How has that been?
Oh, it's great. I do pretty good at the camps. They normally have a target like we're about to do for the snap challenge. You hit it, and they time your snaps, and that's pretty much how they get to know how you do.
Let's go.
I'm curious a little bit. One thing most people, let's face it, long snapping, not a lot of people know it. Like, let me ask you this question. If the laces face the kicker on a field goal, whose fault is it?
Snapper.
Everyone always says the holder. It's the snapper's fault.
You also see movies like Laces Out and stuff where it's always like on the holder, but really on a deeper level, it's on the snapper. You got to get those laces.
Yep. And it's funny how many people are like, oh, that's the holder's fault. No, it's the dude that snapped it first, but no one ever talks about that.
Really? So that's something I just learned today.
Perfect laces. It's where, they catch it. They don't it keeps the operation time down.
Just boom, boom, boom.
That thing.
Okay, so now Dakota, we're showing some love to specialists because you are a specialist. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He's the only one that put a specialist on the dog button award.
That is true.
Okay, and if you don't know what that is, you're probably on the watch list. Okay, so here we go. Dog. That's the dog button.
Dog button.
You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
So whenever you hear that, you want to hear that as many times as you can because that means, hey, you're going to go right up that list.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's stop for him real quick so I can get something.
Go ahead, brother. We got interrupted, but we back. And listen, this is another thing, okay? Chopper went to Kentucky State to be the long snapper,
Yep.
And he had good grades. He was a student athlete. You know what I mean? If he was a recruiter.
Yeah.
What would your transcript say about you?
It would definitely show I try and I definitely care. It's definitely above average, and I care about school and want to get to the next level.
There you go. I'm curious. You got any idea what you want to do at college? Like, is there a certain degree you want to go after right now, or what are you feeling?
Probably something in the business, but I'm not really decided yet. But if I had to right now, that's probably what I would go with.
The business.
And that's a smart thing. You're young. You're only a sophomore. You don't have to know what you want to do for the next 20 or 30 years or so right now. Just take your time. You don't have to decide.
Just really, hey,
Get
you
that
don't.
ball back there.
You never know. You could be working at WLKY or something.
You never know.
Sure.
You never know. Okay, listen. We're going to start getting into these little questions. But do you have any superstitious, or are you like a routine guy?
Not really, but we watch a team movie before the game, and I always sit in the same chair. The snaps have been perfect every time we did that. I would say that's it.
Hey, everybody's got a little superstition. I got a whole little dance and number I do before I snap. So
Really?
That's crazy.
You'll see it later. There's a weird stretch.
I saw it. I saw it on the video.
See, you already know what I'm talking about.
The whole thing. Okay. I see you. So I see you.
Maybe you would agree with this. Sorry to take you in on here. Every specialist, no matter what you are, kicker, punter, long snapper, everyone's got a little routine that you want to always do no matter what. And if anything kind of messes with it, it's like, I've got to restart the whole thing over again. I mean, I don't know about you, but that was always me. I was like, got to fix this.
I mean, before the game, I go up to the goalpost, 5 snaps at 5 yards, 10 snaps at 10, 14 snaps at 15 yards, and then
He's ready to roll.
There you go.
Let's go. We talk about leadership. You know what I mean? You're a younger guy. You're 27. You know what I mean? Have you, this locker room's a big locker room. And you got a lot of personalities. You know what I mean? Are you starting to find your voice being a 27?
I think that's something I need to work on, but I'm definitely, a show me leader. I'm going to show up to practice every day. I'm not going to get in trouble, and I'm going to do the right thing.
Look at him.
That's what you like to hear.
Look at him. Let's go, man. You guys been, really grinding. Coach Roberts has changed the culture around here. But now, since he's changed it, he's going into what, year three?
Year 3.
So now you're trying to set a standard. You know what I mean?
Sure.
What do you think the standard is around here now?
Definitely winning the district. That's been our goal for the last 2 years, and we fell short by a couple games the last 2 years I've been here. But that's something the whole team wants to do, and definitely Coach Roberts and the staff.
Look at him, sound like a veteran. Look at him, he's a 27, and he sounded better than us on the podcast.
Well, to be fair, for me, they don't take too much. So. Hold on now.
Now, listen, I just want to show love to the specialist, man, because I wanted to put a specialist on mine, but I kind of got bullied. I kind of got bullied by Watson. Watson wouldn't let me pull the specialist on.
Hey, I mean, you got to pull the trigger. It's a specialist here. We special for a reason. Not many people can do our jobs. That's as
I
simple
saw you
as
put the
it.
Franklin County kicker on there.
Yeah, I mean, well, to be fair, when you hit a 55-yard field goal in a game and it's actually a school record, it's like, good Lord, I don't know if I can't put you on there for that. I mean, but then you've also got Hilbert, who kicked at Trinity and everything. And
Yeah.
Going to Louisville, he's a great kicker. I haven't seen him in person. But.
Okay, you go into camps and you're meeting a lot of, you're meeting a lot of people, man. What's one of the coolest moments that you've had?
I mean, just meeting these guys, that have a lot of offers. They're really no names as specialists, but in the specialist world, they're pretty good names to me. This guy named Matthew O. He takes it really seriously. He does a ton of snaps a day. He has 5 offers. He's 26. So, like I said, they're probably no names as specialists, but in terms of people that do know who they are, they're big names.
Man, it reminds me of Pat McAfee. He always had the For the Brand shirt, which was always for the specialists and everything. And it's really funny in the specialist world because unless you're actually in it going to the camps, you don't know, like you said, who half the people are. But when you go, you're like, hey, that dude is actually a dog. You just don't know.
You can
know
tell
it.
right when you get on that target. You can tell who's the real snapper here. Who's better.
I was going to say, one thing that I was like, ooh, this guy's got something is when he snaps, you hear that zzz.
Yes.
The moment it comes off of his fingers, he sounds like Brett Favre throwing it.
And you see their heels slide back. The laser back there.
That's how I snap. So might be in for a show. We'll see.
Oh, let's go! We got some banter going back and forth. Let's go! This is exciting, man.
The first ever long snap beef in the history of high school football in the state of Kentucky. But you know what? We're here for it.
This is a team sport. What's the personal goal that you have for yourself?
Definitely to get first team all district. I've been honorable mention. I think I need to be make some plays down the field this year. I was a little bit of one of the smaller guys out there the last couple of years. But I've definitely gotten a little bit bigger. Added about 15 pounds. So I'm ready to make a play down the field this year.
Ooh, look at him!
I'm sure that's 15 pounds of muscle too. That ain't just 15 pounds to just be 15 pounds either.
Sir.
Ooh.
Look at Jackson, and you know what? We kind of said his name wrong in the beginning. You know what I mean? During this whole, but I think we were trying to just razz him a little bit. We're trying to make his name. We said his name wrong. But what is it?
It's Brasel.
Brasel.
There's so many Jacksons that they just call you your last name, and so that's what it is now.
Brasel. I gotta say, I gotta give this man. I gotta give him respect and everything.
I know. That's why I said I felt bad because he was like, "Make sure you say my name right." Yeah. No.
He told me that, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to do that."
Go ahead.
But I was gonna say, at least he was funny with it. He's like, "It happens all the time. It's all right." I was like, "Okay." At least he's.
It doesn't really offend me, but we got to get it right on. We're big time now in here, so.
Hey, you got that right. Big time. You got to get it right.
Let's go. Okay, we talked about goals. We talked about a lot of things. But when did you start playing football?
I started playing football in 8th grade at the middle school.
Okay, and did you always know that you wanted to be a specialist?
No, I started out at the O-line. Freshman year, I kind of saw some stuff on it, started long snapping, and then Coach Roberts gave me the opportunity after freshman year to start, and I did my job, hit it back there perfect last 2 years. So
There you go. You came up with McGraw then. Coach
Sir.
McGraw, was he your middle school guy?
yes, sir.
Listen, talk about him a little bit. You know what I mean? He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's definitely a good guy. He's definitely going to challenge you to be your best out there. And just go to work out there in middle school.
Listen, let's go.
Yeah, and we're talking about coaches. I'm curious, when it comes to practice, which coach is the hardest on you? Like, if he sees anything wrong with you, what is it? What he's on you like white on rice?
It's
like,
probably Coach McGraw, I would say. Yeah.
Coach McGraw is the same one.
Yeah.
I can't be too surprised by that. It's Coach McGraw after all.
Yes. So we are here. We have a long snapper specialist, Jackson.
Right.
Jackson Brasel.
Brasel.
Let's go. Hey, if you guys hear my voice, I was sick last week. That's why we didn't get out here to do this challenge the other time. Look at it. I gave you a layup, Dakota. Come on.
I don't play basketball, okay? There's a reason I stuck at long snapping.
Just airballed it.
Dude, I'm good at doing that. Trust me.
Dang it, man. What other sports do you play?
I'm just focused on football. That's pretty much what I'm doing right now. Focused on the off season, getting my snaps perfect, always for the next 4 years or the next 2 years.
Yeah. So you never played any other sport besides football in eighth grade?
I played a lot of sports. Like 7th grade below, but after I started playing football, I locked in on it.
Got that bug and you had to scratch it.
Let's go. I love it, man. I love it. Okay, so you're sitting in the locker room before the game. You know what I mean? You got that headset on. What are you listening to?
I'm probably just I don't really listen to it. I try to get my mind away from the game. As a specialist, I don't want to be thinking about the snap or on social media or something.
That's interesting. I like that a little bit. That's a different answer. I don't hear that very often.
That could probably go as another, routine.
No, I was going to say superstition routine. Because
yeah.
No, well, I was going to say for me, like when I played and everything, I had to listen to Thunderstruck. So I would time my snaps to Thunderstruck.
Yeah, I probably haven't had much specialist on here, so.
No, I was going to say, I had. This shows you college, though. So when I was at K-State, when we do our practices and everything, his name's Turner Warner. He was our punter and everything. This man had to have a cup of coffee before he would do any of his practicing punts.
Sure.
I don't know why he wanted coffee.
You guys are some weirdos. Specialists are weirdos. Let's just call it like it is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
He said yeah. Yes, sir.
You're right. We're a special group. There's a reason we're called the specialists.
Sir.
Oh my God, this has been awesome, man.
Oh, man.
Okay, so listen, is there a special or a favorite specialist guy that you like in the NFL right now?
Probably Luke Rhodes. He's on the Colts, highest paid snapper. Yeah.
What a smart man. We're making fun of him saying that he's a weirdo, but man, he's really, really, really smart.
No, I'm going to say, because if you want to be the best, you got to look and know who the best is.
I also like Reed Ferguson, Blake Ferguson. They're two brothers in the NFL, Dolphins, Bills. I think they just got like a 3-year contract extension. So.
I was going to say, have you seen the little NFL films thing they had on YouTube about the two brothers and everything?
Yeah.
I was say, if not, it's actually kind of an interesting watch because they just both talk about how they kind of grew up together and both happened in long snap for two divisional opponents at that. So it's
really well. What's that called?
I forget what the name is.
I don't know what it is, but they both played at LSU.
We'll put it in. We'll put it in here. Find it and then I'll put it down there so people can watch it because I would like to really watch that.
No, it's an interesting watch, and like you say, it's pretty cool to have. I mean, you hear about the Watt brothers and everything, and it's like, well, there's also these brothers, just no one knows them.
You got specialty guys, man, that are brothers. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like that, man. Okay, PlayStation, Xbox.
PlayStation.
Let's go. Hey, Watson. Sorry, we're one up right now.
Hey.
This guy over here is an Xbox too.
Yeah,
so.
I'm Xbox through and through.
We're not paying for the subscription too, so we just download the game.
Yes, that's it. I love it, man. Okay, now you're a specialist, obviously, in your work. You work on tweaking, your stuff. But what are you working on to make your snap or whatever, just making you better at your position?
Just doing drills to make sure the ball gets back there perfect. I'm trying to up the speed right now. I think it needs to be a little bit faster, but not a problem.
What are you at right now on your speed?
Probably mid 7s, but I like to get them in the 6s.
Sorry, this is the nerd side of me. Just
okay. Well,
everything.
talk a little bit about what you had.
Well, my fastest ever was a 6.2.
That's crazy.
.62 was my fastest.
I feel
one
like
that I ever
though
had.
that the people that have such fast snaps are normally not accurate though.
Well, and that was the thing. Usually, whenever I went fast, so this is gonna sound weird. Specialist talk here. If you want to say anything at any point, Brasel.
Let's go.
Brasel, God bless
Oh,
America. I knew I messed it up.
Look at
Brasel,
it.
Brasel.
I didn't have it. No. Joke's on you.
No, it's always been Brasel.
Sir.
Brasel. Sorry, I gotta get myself here. But you can beat me up after all this is said and done.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to the times and everything, like you said, my first thing I focused on, and I'm curious to learn what you did, was I was always accuracy first. I can build the speed up. I can get stronger arms.
That's pretty much how I did it. I started out, couldn't even get the ball back there. So now I can get it back there perfectly every time. Just I would like to have some more speed on it.
Nah, and that'll come. I mean, you're only a sophomore. Heck, you go to the gym 2 times a week. Next thing you know, well, probably you all. What is it? 3 times a week y'all are working out right now?
3 times a week here. Yeah.
Yeah. By senior year, you'll probably be hitting the .62s and everything of that nature.
Wow. Phenomenal episode, Jackson.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Phenomenal, man. And this is what we're doing. We come out here and we want to spotlight you guys. You know what I mean? You take that helmet off, man, to show your personality a little bit so your community.
Especially as a specialist, you're kind of unknown out there. Nobody knows who you are until you mess up, and I make sure nobody knows who I am. Make sure the snaps are perfect every time.
Fly under the radar. No one
Yes,
even knows who you
sir.
are.
Yes, but we thank you very much for taking the time. But there's one last question that we ask, okay? And that is, who are you most excited about playing this season?
Definitely South Oldham. Last 2 years we were really close with them. So I think this year we definitely have a shot at home on the turf and full.
The teal field, baby. Let's go.
Fear the teal.
Oh my goodness. Okay, now Dakota, you let's talk me and you. Okay,
All right.
You're a Spencer County guy, and you're here right now. You know what I mean? How does that feel right now?
Oh, it's so weird. I'm not even going to lie. Especially when you decide to be nice, and the first thing you say is, "Hey, we beat you this year." I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, you did."
You used
Thank
to be
you.
in that visitor locker room over there.
Yes, I did. And it's always funny coming over here. It was weird. I was driving. I'm like, man, I've made this drive before, and I've been here so many times, but I've never been in the home locker room, and it's just. I don't know. It's unique, and that's the cool thing about doing this podcast. We get to go places I've never been, or if I have been, never been on the other side of the wire, I guess you can say, and everything.
That's
But,
true.
No, it's definitely interesting being here. I mean, it's top notch. The facilities look nice and everything.
Yep, we definitely upgraded them, in the last 2 years since when I was doing the 8th grade off-season lifting going into freshman year. The facilities definitely look a lot better here under Roberts.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember Roberts would post on social media and everything. You all were doing the workouts and everything outside because I believe your whole weight room was getting redone. And
Yeah,
everything
we
at
got
that
some
point.
turf in the weight room now, so, we can do, like, sled pushes and stuff.
Yeah, it's just, it's funny. Even though I'm only 26, seeing the change from just 8 years ago to now, it's like, holy crap, things have changed.
Sure.
But for the better.
For
and
the better.
best, too.
Yeah. Phenomenal episode. Thank you for the insight. That's what I'm talking about. We're giving you good content here, man. And we have our guy, Jackson.
Brasel.
Let's go. Where's the applause? No. There it is. Let's go. Okay, but like we always say, everyone has a story.
We're here for them to tell it.
Cleats to whistle.
Podcast. Hey!
Hey, let's go.
Got it, too.